Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how to draft side adjusters for trouser. That's the beltless trouser. So for this tutorial, I already drafted, made a pattern of how the adjuster will look. This is the shape of the adjuster. This is how it will look. This will be the shape of the adjuster. So you can see that. So this is my the hook I'll be using for it. This is a hook. You can see what I have. This is a hook. So I will add a link to a video. I already have a video on the channel on how to draft this in order to fit in. So to start the tutorial, so you can see what I have. You can see what I have. So it will look this way. So I'm going to get, let's see what I have. So you will not need for this for your side adjuster to relax perfectly, for it not to be still very tight at that point that you cannot adjust it. In order for it to be free, for it to be able to adjust it, so you need to use a light gum stay. So you see what I'm using is what we call, many of us call it chest gum. So you see the gum stay I'll be using, not the paper, not the one of paper. This one is kind of the clothes. It's a kind of a clothes texture. You have the clothes texture. You can see what I have. So that's what I'm going to be using for this tutorial, so that it will not be too strong, it will not be too tight. So you understand. So pay careful attention on how I'm going to do it. So I'm going to fold it twice because we are getting it for the two sides. Because it's for the two sides we are getting it for. Now I'm going to get this ring and place it here. I'm going to use my pen. Now if you working on a white fabric, like the fabric you use to you're sewing, maybe the trouser you're sewing is a white fabric, don't use pen. Don't make the mistake of using pen. You have to use pencil. But in the sake of this tutorial and I'm working with a black fabric, I'm using pen for it to show clearly, so you can see what I'm doing. So you can see that I'm going to mark it this way. Just trace it out. So you can see what I have already. I'm going to cut it out. Make sure you don't skip any part of this video. Watch till the end. I'll be giving a step-by-step, well-detailed process of how to achieve these results. So make sure you do well to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you get to know when we upload a newer video. If you have any question, you can drop it on the comment section. I will always be there to respond to your question. So you can see what I have. So you can see what I have. I cut it in two places. You can see that for the two sides. So that's it basically. Then I'm going to cut another one, because you know it will have to be two sides, because you see you have to be two sides. One will be of this side, then one will be this side, one will be another side. So it will be two. This is the longer one, the longer piece. This is the longer piece. I've cut the longer piece. You can see that this is the longer piece. I'm going to go ahead and cut the shorter one. So you can see what I'm doing. I folded it by 2. So I have already. So I'm still going to trace it, but at this point I already have my mark where I will stop. Like I said, the video on how to, or the link will be at the description below. I added a video on how to draft this pattern I'm using. So do well to watch that video. So if you have enjoyed this video so far, give it a thumbs up. So you can see what I have. I'm going to trace it. So make sure you give the video a thumbs up. So you can see what I have. See what I'm doing. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. You can see what I'm doing. So make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, so you get to turn on the notification bell. And if you have any question, drop it on the comment section. So yeah, see what I'm doing. Make sure you go and watch that video on how to make this pattern, because I don't want just want to make this a quick one so you can see what I'm doing already. So here is what I have. You can see this is a longer piece and this is a short piece. You can see. So you can see that this is a longer one and these are the short ones for this tutorial. So I'm now going to get my iron ready. So this is the fabric I'll be using. So this is my fabric I'll be using. So here is the fabric I'll be using. You can see that. So you make sure you check the right side and the wrong side. So you work with the wrong side. That's where you interface the this. You see, I'm going to start with the long piece. Now you're not going to place it at the end. Pay close attention to this. Now pay close attention to this place. You're not going to bring it to the end this way. You place it somewhere here. Then the reason is that you are going to measure from this point. Now I'm not using inches, I'm using centimeter, the cm. You turn your tape. This is normal side we use for measuring here in this part of the world. This is what we use to measure. So depend on what you use in your country, but here in Nigeria, this is what we use inches to measure, but some countries use centimeter. So for this doing this side now, you use centimeter. So you have to use centimeter. You make sure that the gap bit from here, you give a 2 centimeter gap from each side, from this side and also from this side. So watch what I'm doing. 2 centimeter. But first of all, I'm going to interface this, get my iron. Let's press down. But make sure the space you have is up to 2 centimeter. You can sprinkle some water. You can see that. So you can see that it's hemmed already. So now get my chalk. We go straight to the point. So now measure 2 centimeter from this side. 2 centimeter. Oh, I just noticed it didn't come well. So you see 2 centimeter from this side. I'm going to mark it 2 centimeter. Down here, you mark 2 centimeter. 2 centimeter. Here too, you mark 2 centimeter. Then here you mark 1 centimeter. 1. Then you notice at this point the the strap expanded because they're kind of a triangular shape here. So you can see that this place expanded. So you are going to give it also not 2 centimeter this time around, because our measurement is going to end at this point. Like we will stitch at this point. Let me mark it so you can see what I'm doing. So we are stopping at that point. So from that point, I'm going to mark 1 centimeter. Then from this side to 1 centimeter. This side 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter. So you see what I have. I'm going to get my ruler. I'm going to connect. So get your ruler, connect this the 2 centimeter first. You connect them. You connect them. You connect. So what I'm doing, you connect them. So at this point I'm going to mark from that point where we will stitch. You mark it this way. So you see what I have. To pull it down. So I'm going to cut it out. So make sure you at this point, you have watched to this point. Make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe, please subscribe, please subscribe. Why have you not hit the like button? Like the video so you can recommend it also to other people. You can also share to your friends, or even to your tailoring friend, or your tailor. You are not a tailor but you're just watch. You can share to your tailor. He will learn how to do these things and give you a better work. So you see what I'm doing. You see what I'm doing. You open it to that point where this one join. So then you cut from that side. So you can see what I have. Let me show you from the back. You see what I have. You see what I have. So you see what I have. So let me do the same thing to the shorter piece. I'll do the same thing to the short piece, to this short one, and then I'll show you what I have. So guys, you can see I already have the smaller piece and the bigger piece. You can see that. So right, I'm going to go to the sewing machine. I'm going to go to the sewing machine, and this is what I will do. You can see what I have. You can see this gap here and the gap here. This gap is 0.3 inch each. You can see. This 0.3 inch, 0.3, you can see that. So I'm going to go ahead and fold it this way. So fold it this way. So you see what I have. So I'm going to go to the sewing machine. So from this point, and let me mark it. You can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to go to the sewing machine. So it's from that notch there all the way down. So I'm going to do that. I'll get back to you, see what I'm doing. So guys, you can see what I have. See what I have so far. I've been able to stitch, so you can see that stitch from that notch all the way down. Then at this point, as I stitch it down, open it like this, and then stitch this part. You stitch this part, you can see that. So you see what I have now. See what I have. So I'm going to open this place with the iron. Sprinkle some water. See what I have. So you can see that. You can see from the front. You can see how it's looking. So I'm going to do the same thing for the shorter piece. Now you can see the shorter piece. This is what I have. You can see what I have. But you can see this one is open because we're going to fold it inside. That's why it will enter inside. It's fold. I'll still show you that later. So I'm going to go ahead and press it with my iron. I'll press it now. Put some water. So make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe, the like button, subscribe also, so you get to know when we upload a new video. See, I'm taking my time to show everything step by step, so you can see what I have right now. You can see what I have so far. You can see that. So I'm going to get my screwdriver, the long one. I'm going to push it out, so at this point will come out. Pinpoint it. So you can see what I have. You can see what I have. You can see what I have. So you can see the stitch is now at the center. You can see it's at the center. not by the side. If you should do it by the side, it will not allow the folding. When you be adjusting it, it will be a bit stiff on the adjuster. So I'm going to turn the shorter piece too. You can see that, but you can see this one is not closed. You can see that. Go ahead and iron it, sprinkle some water, iron it. So you can see what I'm doing. So you can see what I have already. So you see what I have. So I'm going to iron this one. I'm going to fold it. Because of this, I'm going to fold it this way and then this way. See what I have. So far, this is what I have. So you can see now. Get this one. This one go this way from the center. You come up, come outside. You can see how perfectly that it fits in. You can see. You can see how this one fitted in. You can see. I'm going to bring this one to. This one will enter from here, and then this way. So this is what I'll be having. See what I'll have. So this is what I have. You can see that. So I'm going to take you down to the process of fixing it to the way. So guys, you can see now, this is my trouser. I'm done with the sewing, but the back pocket, I'm done with everything. Just trying to couple, but notice now I've not covered the waist. I've not covered the waist. So because of the side adjuster we're adding, I will not cover the waist until I've added the side adjuster. So you can check the channel. I have a video on how to cut a trouser like this. So you see the side adjuster now. See how I'm placing it. Watch the placement. The center, it should be here. This place should be at this point where you join the trouser. Then don't make the mistake. See how I placed it. Watch closely. See how I placed it. You see the this side, the longest piece went to the back side of your of the trouser. This is the side of the pocket. So this longer piece went to the back side of the trouser. The back side of the trouser. While the shorter piece went in. And you can see how this one is. Just do exactly what I did, and you get the results. So you can see how I'm placing it. I'll get my hemming gun. You can use your hemming gun, or you can use some people do. You can do hand knitting. That's using the needle to do it. But this part we're using the hemming gun. I want to use my machine and do the finishing. So I'm going to add the hemming gun here and also this side before I move on to the machine. You can see that. You can see it's stiff already. So I'm going to go to my machine. I will sew it this way. I will sew from this point now. I will sew it this way, the way around to this point now. Same thing at this here, all the way around. You sew it this way and then stop here. So I'm going to take it to the machine and sew it and show you what I have. So guys, you can see what I have so far. I've fixed it. So you can see how neat it's looking. You can see that. So you can see how it's looking. You can see how clean it is. So now I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle some water again. Do the final ironing. So basically that's how to make the side adjuster. So give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, stay tuned, and go through other videos I've posted on this channel, so you get to know how to develop your fashion career, your fashion skill. Thanks for watching.